Well, the Super Bowl is this weekend, if you can believe it, and the fans are divided between the San Francisco 49ers and the Kansas City Chiefs. Energy, of course, running high, and some people might get a little rowdy over their teams. It always happens, right? Our Blanca Cobb joins us now to talk about ways to be a good sport when your team is winning. Interesting. You know, you always think about, okay, if your team's losing, how to be a good sport, but you got to think about when your team is winning to be nice too. So how do how does this happen? Fans enthusiasm kind of rubbing people the wrong way.
When they get really loud and they will just like get in your face, like, did you see that? They just say all this enthusiasm, they put their hands in your face, they get a little closer. And that gets to be too much because you're like encroaching in someone's personal space. And then it's like, it makes somebody else feel bad, and it's really not cool. Any more than we want kids to have that kind of behavior on the court or on the field. So as adults, you have to behave in a very similar manner because you're being the role model, right? You're setting the example.
And you need to set a good example. Okay, so what are some signs that maybe your enthusiasm is a little overboard?
Well, someone's tone of voice will change. So if they were happy-go-lucky when they were talking to you, and then it gets deep or stern or just tight, then or they start pulling away, rolling their eyes. Sometimes they'll make it really obvious, and other times they'll just turn just a little bit and just like totally ignore you. And then that's when you need to make a decision. So you're gonna have those nonverbal cues, and then you make a decision. How far do you want to push this? My suggestion is just don't push it, or be with a group of people who you can get as rowdy with. So you have to really monitor who you're with. I think that's the best thing that you can do.
Yeah, I mean, even if you're watching the game with people that are still fans of the same team as you, you can still take it overboard, I think.
Absolutely,
right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much, Blanca, for that great advice. You may want to keep this in mind, guys, when you're watching the game this weekend. I know things can get really exciting, but just take it down a little bit. And if you want to continue this conversation with Blanca, just head over to her Facebook page. That's Blanca Cobb, body language expert. Just give her a like and write on her timeline.